So I work at a hospital, and a lot of the nurses that I work with, they like to work out. And one of the questions that was brought to me to ask you was, is it better for them to fast before they work out, or like not eat, or is it better for them to go into it on a full stomach? It was a big debate. I want to know what your take is.
Oof. So there's kind of a lot to this. So for female specific, there's going to be a couple of things in mind. One of the things is going to be like menstruation, right? So if we are at the beginning of a menstruation cycle, then absolutely you should be eating before you're going to do any training, because your body's going to have a tougher time to do that training as is. And so if you go in there unfed on top of that, chances are your body's going to see that as very stressful, and we're not going to get a lot of the good stuff out of that training session. The other portion of it is going to be like, what are your goals? What results are you looking for? So fat loss can definitely happen whether you go in there fed or unfed, or fasted, or you ate a little bit. Really the goal there is if your goal is to lose body fat, we need to clear the liver of any carbs that are sitting in there, because that's going to be your first source of fuel. So as long as there's carbs within that liver, your body's going to want to utilize those carbs as a source of fuel before fat. And if your goal is fat burning, that's not going to happen. So, if you go into that workout session and you've eaten a lot of carbs, you're going to have to spend a lot of time, clearing out those carbs before you get to that fat burning portion of it. Now, if your goal is to just get stronger, you're not really worried about fat burning, you just want to be intense and work out hard, then your liver should be full of glycogen. You should definitely go in there with a full stomach, or not a full stomach, a full liver of glycogen, but have eaten something. That way you can perform at your highest level. On the flip side of it, you could go in there completely fasted. If your goals are to burn fat that whole session, absolutely. Performance will definitely deteriorate a little bit throughout that time, but that's not really your goal. Your goal there is fat burning. So fasted would make sense. So either or, it's going to depend on your goals. But you can do either one of those for all of them. The only must-have, like I said, is if this is during a time of, your menstrual cycle, especially at the beginning of your menstrual cycle, I would 100% make sure you go in fed.